Okay, we have the agenda before you, and if you're okay with it, can we get your approval to continue?
I move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Well, I want to welcome everybody. Today is a very special moment, and obviously very happy, very honored to be here. And I'm glad all of you guys are here to share this moment with us. I want to have a couple of comments made by Guillermo from Senator Garcia's office. Would you like to take a stand?
Good evening, everyone. Here tonight on a very special occasion. It's a privilege to represent Assemblymember Ivhd Garcia at this gallery. Y'all been waiting for this moment for a long time. The thought of having a single unified healthcare district in Imperial Valley, no longer just a thought or a dream. It's our new reality. So first off, congratulations to each of you. This is your victory, your hard-won achievement. The journey to get here wasn't easy. It was persistent calls from Imperial County for change. Your unwavering belief in a better system that brought AB 918 from an idea to the law of the land. You wanted a healthcare system that serves everyone in Imperial County, in our community better, and today with the Imperial Valley Healthcare District officially off the ground, you're at the helm of making that happen. With that being said, there's some key milestones the Assembly member would like for me to recap. Tasks that the district needs to tackle. The formation of the board, fantastic. It's already done. Fantastic to see such dedicated leaders ready to take charge. The drawing of voting zones, the first public meeting by March 1st, recommending a funding source by March 5th, 2024, plan for future elections and service consolidations, recommendation of date to LAFCO for dissolution of PMH in Heffernan, annual reporting of LAFCO, acquisition of El Centro Regional Medical Center, a third public meeting by January 1st, dissolution of PMH and Heffernan by January 1st of 2025, the LAFCO municipal review by December 31st of 2026, and by November 2028 should be an all-elected board by the conclusion of the 2028 general election. Assemblymember Garcia has full confidence in your ability to meet these tasks head-on. You've all fought for this district because you know what it means for our community. And now as you move forward, remember this is your chance to shape the future of healthcare in the Imperial Valley. This isn't about meeting deadlines or ticking boxes. It's about building a system that reflects our community's needs, values, and aspirations. It's about making sure that every resident of Imperial Valley has access to the care they deserve. So on behalf of Assemblymember Garcia, congratulations once again. Your passion and perseverance have brought us here, and now the work to fulfill the promise of Imperial Valley, of the Imperial Valley Healthcare District begins. Thank you for your dedication to our community and best wishes as you embark on this critical work. Thanks. Thank you.
Any other elected officials or public health officials that wish to make any comments? Mr. Oliva?
Hello, Ivhd board. I didn't plan to say anything, but I felt compelled as the president of the El Centro Regional Medical Center to say congratulations, and we look forward to working with you. This is a great historic moment for Imperial County, and I just want to say congratulations once again. Thank you.
If no one else, we'll move to public comment time. Public comment time on items not appearing on the agenda will be limited to 3 minutes per person and 15 minutes per subject. The board may find it necessary to limit the total time allowable for all public comments on items not appearing on the agenda at any one meeting for 1 hour. Persons desiring longer public comment time and or action on specific items shall contact the secretary and request that the item be placed on the agenda for the next regular meeting. If they do choose to come up, we will just notify you and stop at 3 minutes.
Good evening, members of the new board.
Good evening.
My name is Keith Bradkowski. Sorry. In my career, I have proudly served as a registered nurse, held the title of Director of Surgery, Radiology, Pharmacy, Laboratory, and Cardiopulmonary Services at Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Unfortunately, my tenure at Pioneers ended when I chose to support the creation of this new healthcare district, a decision I do not regret, despite the personal and professional cost. I stand before you today not just as a healthcare professional, but as an advocate for change and improvement. With extensive experience as a nurse, educator, and healthcare consultant, I am deeply committed to transforming our new healthcare district into a model of exceptional care for the rest of the state. But be aware, there are forces out there who are determined to undermine the success of this group. I must address those who are skeptics. Where were you over the past 10 years or the past decade when poor performance by hospital administrators was not only tolerated but was rewarded with cash bonuses? Given past performance, both financially and with quality outcomes, I'm always perplexed when there are those out there that would think that Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District could simply enlarge their area of expansion and be successful. Expansion without properly addressing the foundational problems would just be more recipe for future failure. I remind everyone that it was the $28 million that is currently putting Pioneers in a very good stead in terms of days cash on hand and so forth. So let us not forget that when that's responded to. Anyway, once again, I want to congratulate the board and wish you much success. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. Esteemed members of the Imperial Valley Healthcare District Board and staff, my name is Frank Brabeck. Am I speaking too loud into that thing? And I am honored to stand before you today as a representative of the Imperial Valley Coalition for Sustainable Healthcare Facilities. Our coalition is comprised of dedicated individuals who share a common passion for researching, advocating, and implementing innovative solutions for sustainable healthcare in the Imperial Valley. Our mission is clear: to bring together passionate citizens like yourselves to address this pressing need in our community. Through community engagement, strategic partnerships, and informed decision-making, we aim to create a resilient healthcare system that not only meets the needs of our diverse population, but also paves the way for a healthier and more prosperous future for generations to come. We understand the challenges facing our healthcare facilities, from limited resources to increasing complexity in the healthcare environment. We're committed to finding viable solutions that ensure access to quality healthcare collaboratively with you and all that are interested in the same goals. Working towards viable solutions in healthcare is hard, but it's vital. It's a complex environment with little to no opportunities for shortcuts. Through diligent attention and effort, we can and do find ways to make it better. As we embark on this journey together, we look forward to joining efforts to transform the landscape of healthcare in the Imperial Valley. Together, we can build a stronger, more sustainable future for our community. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to working with you in the days and months ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comments? Okay, we'll move to the agenda item 6. Administration of the oath of office of the Board of Directors of the Imperial Valley Healthcare District by the Honorable William D. Kwan, Judge of the Superior Court of the County of Imperial.
I'll put it down. That way, we have the same problem with the courthouse.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District Board, gives me honor to be here this evening to swear the first board in. So without further ado, please all stand. Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, and please state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I will well
and faithfully
and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
discharge the duties on which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Item number 7, any comments by the sworn members of the Board of Directors of the Imperial Valley Healthcare District? If anyone wants to share a couple comments, this is your time.
Well, I'd like to share comments. I would like to say that it's an honor to be appointed to this board by my peers and by others in Imperial Valley. My objective is to be very transparent and to meet my fiduciary responsibility to the citizens of Imperial Valley. And hopefully we can work hard and get things done and make good decisions for everyone concerned. And thank you very much for attending, and thank you.
Well, I'll go next. Hello, everyone. My name is Donald York Jr., and I'm a resident from Winter Haven, so I'm all the way on that side of the county. I would like to first thank each and every one of you for being here, for my family being here. This is a tremendous opportunity. This is a really great opportunity, not only for myself, for my family, for my community, but for the Imperial Valley as a whole. This is something that's never been done in this area, and I intend to do my absolute best to make sure that this very first Imperial Valley Healthcare Board is a success. I will try my hardest to make sure that we can get things done with the best interest of each and every one of you and your families in mind. We need to do better as a community, and I intend to help that process along any way that I can. I would like to say thank you to each and everyone who made this assembly bill go through, each and everyone who put in the legwork to make this happen, because I know that these things don't happen overnight, and I know that we're not going to have successes tomorrow, maybe not next week, but if we all continue to move forward, then we're moving in the right direction. So thank each and every one of you for being here, and it's truly an honor.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Arturo Proctor. I'm from the El Central area, and I was selected to be on this board. I'd like to thank you for being here, first of all. This is very, very important, not just to the people of El Central, but countywide. I kind of see ourselves as public servants in this position, and although I am from the El Central area, my heart is with the entire county. So any decisions that I make aren't going to be based solely on what's important to El Central or to PMH or to Heffernan. It's going to be like you talked about, the East End and also the North End, Calapat, Westmoreland, Salton Sea area. All of those areas are important. And every one of us here is here actually to represent all of you, not just one specific area. So I can make you a promise. I make you a promise that I will keep that in mind in every decision that I make. Personally, this is a very scary time for me. I've only been scared a few times in my life. I've had cancer twice, and during those period of times, I thought about my family a lot. And to find out that that we were this close to losing a hospital here in this county is very, very scary to me. And luckily, I was able to get over it. We just recently had COVID. We lost a lot of loved ones, a lot of friends. How we got to this position, I don't know. I don't even care how we got here. But I do care about this, that we don't repeat the same mistakes that were made previously. I don't care who was in charge. I'm going to make sure I give my 100%. I'm sure they will as well. That's what I'm here for. So I too, like Enola, will be very, very transparent and let the chips fall the way they fall. It doesn't matter, because all of you need to know. And I know a lot of you are scared. I know a lot of you knew about the woes of the 2 hospitals, but we didn't know the details. So we're going to get into the trenches and find out what it was that caused us to be in that predicament. And I don't want to be there again, but like I said, I will promise you, everybody's going to know what's going on. And then hopefully we'll have your support and that confidence to guide us. There's a lot of talent in the community, and it's not all from people that work in the healthcare industry. There's a lot of talent in the community, especially when you're talking about things that make sense, what's logical, right? And yes, we're going to have to make some hard decisions, but we're ready to do that. All right? That's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Rodolfo Valdez, and I'm a member of Heffernan Memorial Healthcare District Board of Directors. I would like to thank the directors from Heffernan Memorial that gave me the opportunity to serve in the Imperial Valley Healthcare District. I'm very grateful for that. I also like to congratulate all of you on your appointment. And I'm sure will be very transparent and will do everything that I possibly can to make this work. And I'm looking forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
My name is Katie Burnworth, and I currently serve as a council member for the city of Imperial. At this time, I just want to thank everybody who came out here tonight. I know this is definitely not the ideal Friday night that I think any of us in this room had planned. I want to assure all of you that are here that as this board member position came up, that I do not take this lightly. I know this is a huge responsibility. And as your board director, I will be very transparent. And honestly, I will be picking probably many of you in the room's brains about what's going on and what has happened, whether it be in the past or what your ideas are for the future, because I think collectively we all can make better healthcare system for our county. I know that there's times while we sit on this board, it will be hard. To say if I wasn't scared, I would be lying to all of you. But at the same time, I want to remind not only my board members, but everybody in this room that we have one goal, which is to create a sustainable and fiscal responsible healthcare district for our county. This is our home. We shouldn't be fighting over north or south or where the fund, anything that has in the past and how we got here. Let's just focus on moving forward, creating one strong, sustainable healthcare district that is something we can be proud of, a healthcare district that we can trust, and that we can show that this is what we want and this is what our community deserves. And so with that, I look forward to collaborating with everybody on this board and all the community members as well. Thank you.
Okay, I guess last, I'm going to say least, I probably am. But anyways, it is an honor to be here, and I am extremely grateful to the city of Coltville for entrusting me with this position to be here with these amazing people, and I want to thank all of you, and I almost feel like all I can do is just say ditto, 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 but those of you that know me know that I'm fiscally responsible, I am transparent, and I am accessible. I try to be available so that I am willing to listen. It doesn't mean that I'm always going to agree with everything that everybody wants me to listen to, but I'm willing to listen. And I am truly excited to be here because it is kind of history making for our valley that we can all come together. And I am one that firmly believes that we can get good quality health care here in the valley so that we're not having to drive 2-3 hours round trip to try and get that good quality care. So I have to agree with Katie. We need to focus forward. Whatever's happened in the past, I hear a lot about the Mason-Dixon line and so many issues, and I know in sports it's fun to have those rivalries, but here we're all working together, and we're working together for you, and I am truly looking forward to getting to know everyone on this board and diving in 100% to get this accomplished for all of you and the people of this Imperial Valley. Yes, I bleed green and gold, but I am a true Valleyite, homegrown, and I love this community. It is the best. So thank you so much.
Thank you all for your comments. We're moving on to item number 8, discussion and interaction on selection of board president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer of the Imperial Valley Healthcare District. We're open for nominations.
Sure, I'd like to nominate Ms. Katie Burnwood for president.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, it carries. Nomination for vice president?
I'd like to nominate Laura Goodsell for vice president.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nomination for secretary?
I would like to nominate Arturo Proctor for secretary.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good. Nomination for treasurer?
I'd like to nominate Donald Medart for treasurer.
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Present you the board officers. And board chair, I don't know if you want to take over number 9 or you want me to finish it. It's up to you.
I can take it over.
Okay.
So last item on tonight's agenda is setting in the next meeting of the Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Date, time, and location, and future agenda items for the next meeting as proposed by the board of directors. Do I have any suggestions for a date? Personally, I would request that if it's not on the first or third Wednesdays evenings, the first and third Wednesdays, whereas that would conflict with my city council. And also during the evening so that people don't have to take off work and we can have more community input.
Yes.
Agree.
I agree with the evening portion, and I do have my other council obligations the first Tuesday of every month in the evening.
So how about the second Wednesday of every month?
I won't be able to do it. My meetings with Heffernan are on the second Wednesday of the month.
What about the second?
Tuesday, Thursday. Does anyone have Thursday?
I'm open on Thursdays.
No, but on Thursdays.
Okay. So today is February 2nd, the next second Thursday, well,
I don't know if it has to be the second.
if it would have to be the 8th. So do we want to set this next one for March 14th? Or do we want to meet before then?
I think we have to.
We need to meet before
that.
I think we need to meet several times before then.
Yeah.
So do we want to meet next Thursday,
On the 8th?
the 8th,
Yes.
at 6 p.m.? What are the proposed agenda items for discussion? Personally, I'd like to see a fiscal analysis of all three districts, UH, Heffernan, and El Centro.
I would like the same, but I'd like the CEOs to come in and explain them to us so that we can get a baseline as to where we're at and we can start.
I believe you might want to have the CFOs come in as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, so would you like a presentation of the finances by the CEOs and CFOs?
Yes.
About the agenda that we need to
So will
spend
we
some time on
be-
our bylaws. So
Yeah, we need to pass our bylaws for the board.
we would actually agree on those and agree on council, right? Help us with our bylaws, right?
Do we have a compliance officer?
Not yet, but we can work with our local hospitals, with compliance departments, and that's something that we can address with the CEOs.
Yeah, I think that we would need a compliance officer to do our bylaws and some other things.
So,
Katie, may I suggest,
Any public comments, feel free to come up to the microphone.
Hi, I'm Linda Rubin. I'm on the Pioneers Memorial Healthcare Board, and I was a former officer of our association at the state level for hospital healthcare districts. And if you contact them, I bet they have a set of bylaws or can help produce those for you. And Heffernan is a member, and we're a member. So either one of them, well, and you guys could be a member as well as in the healthcare district. So that might help you start your governance and the way you want and have that information to where you don't have to necessarily recreate the wheel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Virgin, can you put that up as a follow-up task, please?
And Chair, can I make a comment? We can get together in a couple of days and go over some of the items on the agenda, such as the formation items that we need to address, orientation, et cetera. And then we could add that, that way we can propose it for the next meeting.
Is this gonna be our regular meeting place, or has that been?
Good question. So this was available, if you want to use it again. There's been some comments by community members that they would rather have a neutral grounds, which is the county building, but it is harder to get that access to that building, which is where the supervisors meet. We could try to get them. Thursdays might be a good day. So, but this one is available. And the reason why we're meeting here today is because other buildings were not available today, and this one was. So, it's really up to you, but we could ask both of them, see both of them, but for now, this one is available.
Absolutely, yeah, if we could get both, to see if the Board of Supervisors location, that way it can be broadcast live as well.
I would like to make a suggestion if we can rotate the meetings. For example, we can make it the next meeting in Imperial, the following meeting in Brawley, Winter Haven, Calexico, so the whole community can participate.
Be more accessible. Do it on a rotating schedule.
I'm with Mr. Valdez as well, because at some point, we're gonna be having more interest from the community, and this room's not gonna be able to accommodate us either, so we might think about the county moving forward as well. Maybe the next meeting have it here, but after that, we're gonna pick up steam and maybe have it there where we can have more people.
You bet.
Are there any other items?
I would also like to make sure that there is a public comment portion on that, because I anticipate that there would be more of the public coming out to the next meeting that we're not able to attend tonight, and just to give them, make sure that at each and every meeting they have the opportunity to speak their piece.
We definitely have to have public comment every time.
Okay.
Additionally, Mr. Leader, our website, when is it gonna be up so that the community can start accessing the website and seeing what's going on with us?
Great question. So one of the reasons why it was urgent to have a meeting was to start getting more direction from the board.
Okay.
Just so you know, most of the domains that have to do with Ivhd or Imperial Healthcare District are taken. So we're limited to one or two that are available. So we'll try to lock those up. And the City of El Centro offered up to help us with domain. So did Pioneers offer to help. So we'll get a domain name and the email start as soon as possible. And then by the next meeting, we could bring you some ideas on webpage presentation, et cetera, because we definitely need a logo and all that other stuff that comes along with it. So we can have that by our next meeting, if that's okay.
In the spirit of collaboration, can we put together a committee from the people from PMH and the City of El Centro to have
Good
them
idea.
work together?
Yes. And perhaps another option would be that for the next meeting that we have, if you would assign committees, like a finance committee, bylaws committee, et cetera, to help expedite the process and we could track it through dashboards and work more efficiently.
Do we want to put an item on there, because I know we're going to need legal counsel.
Yes.
So selection of legal counsel, maybe a solicitation to go out
Yes.
for that.
Okay.
Also, too, do we have our coverage yet for insurance for the board of directors?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, so on that point, we needed the roles in order to go to DNO's coverage for everybody. We needed to know the board roles so that we can get those documents prepped for you for the DNO coverage. Finance was very helpful getting me the information through Veda, and hopefully we'll get a vote as soon as we have that information filled out.
Do we have any other items that should be added to the agenda for the next meeting?
Tomas, I would like a timeline on every agenda of the bullet points that we have to meet as per the similar Garcia,
Yes.
because we need to stay focused on those bullet points as well, besides instructing our board as well.
Yes. I started creating a dashboard for you, but I need your approval first, and you'll see that dashboard shortly. Soon, and it has every item with the timeline and who's responsible, we're supposed to do, et cetera. That way, at every meeting, we could be tracking progress and at committee meetings. That's okay.
Also, too, my other question is at committee meetings, none of these things will be approved unless it's approved by all the board, right?
Correct.
Okay. I just want to make sure that nothing is approved outside of as a forum.
Correct.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Committees make recommendations to the board, and the board has to approve it.
Yes.
And also, as a board moving forward, are we going to be approving minutes for each and every meeting?
Yes.
Okay, so we can add the meetings, or the minutes from this meeting onto that agenda for next meeting.
Yes. And there will be a section of the agenda for approval of the minutes as well. That way, we have a understanding on when we.
And will we be receiving those prior to the meeting so we can review them before and correct them during that meeting?
That along with every add-on and every packet that we send to you, hopefully for the meeting, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thomas, any word on the Sealy Apatillo representative, when that person's gonna be selected?
Great question. I was hoping that on the 6th, I believe they told us they would have somebody on the 6th of February. So I really hope that we get that person. Nonetheless, I'm glad you're all here because we can move forward, but obviously it would be nice to fill that seat. for
It
additional
is
help.
item number 16 on Tuesday's agenda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So for our meeting on February 8th, can we add in swearing in the 6th or the 7th board member as well? Do you have any other suggestions or action for next agenda from the board?
Maybe some tidying up. The oath form, if you could fill out today so that the judge can sign those and make them official. If you can have that today, that'd be great. Thanks. We'll collect them shortly.
Do you have any comments from the public on this item? Seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
So moved. So moved. To adjourn.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And with that, I call this meeting adjourned at 6:38 p.m.
Thank you.